This is Quack. Today, I prepared GRE Quantitative 25th question. The category is comparison question and the specific theme is arithmetic and geometry. The geometry question will be really similar to the previous class. However, I added one and then you will encounter a little bit different. So it's going to be a really beneficial practice. So guys, I will give you just 3 minutes today because the geometry is the same like the before, so you guys can get just a different shaded part, the different area of the different shaded part. So please use your paper and a pencil instead of just thinking. Let's get it, guys. Then let's read a question again and solve the question together. Even though it looked like the same question, we have to read carefully. In the figure above, squares PQ, RV, and VRST have sides of length 8. The square means like this way, even though they had 4 90-degree sides, they have the same size. That was a square, and then if it has different size, different length of size, in that case, we call it as a rectangle. One more time as a review. So this one is 8, this one is 8, this one is 8. So 16. And today, differently, unlike yesterday or unlike the previous class, we have to get the area of the red shaded part. How do we have to do that, guys? First of all, the area of the triangle is, as we talked about it before, height multiplied by width divided by 2. That's it. That is the area of the triangle. So we can just slowly think about it, even if it looks like really complicated. So first of all, let's call it this part as A point. So we have to get the area of PAV first of all. So this part, the length is 8. This part, the length is 4, because there are two lines intersect each other. In that case, that means especially the line RV is 8, but the line RA could be 4. Does it make sense? In that case, the other part, the length of line AV also could be 4. So the area of AVP is like this way. 4 multiplied by 4 equals 16. It's just part 1. So we have to think about part 2 with different color. Navy color. Right now, we have to think about part A, S, T. Like the same way, the length of ST is already written as 8. Then we can think about this part as a height. What is the length of A to this point? Let's call it as just H. AH. It's just 8 because it's already written. Does it make sense? So we can figure out like this way. 8 multiplied by 8 divided by 2 for 8 multiplied by 4 equals 32. So we already got it. The area of STA or AST, whatever, the area is 32. And then what we have to do finally is add 1 and 2. 16 plus 32 equals 48. So the quantity A is 48. So what is the answer, guys? Still, A is smaller than quantity B, so answer should be A. Answer should be A. It was a little bit complicated, but it was a good practice for us to get the differentiated part. So it's going to be really beneficial when we encounter the different types of real GRE question at the testing experiences like environment. So let's move on to the next part. I'm really sorry, guys. Right before, around 2 to 3 seconds ago, I already got the correct answer, the correct result of quantity A. However, even though I compared like this way, I think I told you guys the correct answer is A, but it was incorrect. So like me, please do not make a mistake. A was, quantity A is larger than B. B was, B is larger than A. Is that correct? So the answer should be B. I'm sorry, guys. Please do not make an error or mistake like me, guys. Right after making all of the correct answers. Sorry about that, guys. So let's move on to the next part. All right, guys. This is the next stage. So today's second question is this one. I made another shaded part, then compare quantity A and B. It's going to be really interesting. Does it make sense? Yes. Let's get it, guys. I will give you like a 3 minute, guys. Pause the video and get the answer. Let's get it. All right, guys. Did you get it? Let's think about it together. It's the same way. 8, 8, 8. Then the QS could be 16, 16. Okay, there could be many ways to get the area of the shaded part. First of all, let's do the like the original part, like the original way. First of all, as a standard way, we can add the area of this part, and this part. Is that correct? So I'm going to follow this rule, first of all. In that case, 8, 8, 8 multiplied by 8, divide by 2, plus, open parenthesis, 8 multiplied by 8, divide by 2. Is that correct? Yes. And then 8, and it was 4. 8 multiplied by 4, divide by 2. Is that correct? Yes, right. In that case, 32, add 32, add 16. 64 plus 16. In that case, the answer, the result of quantity A could be 80. So A is larger than B. Is that correct? Yes, right. So this time, we already know the result of quantity A is 80, and then it could be larger than quantity B, so not to make the same mistake, we can write down like this way. So A is the answer. We already know that. However, in this point, I want to talk about how we can reduce the time. So, hey guys, let's think about like this way. This point was A, H. So, triangle A, S, I'm sorry, H. It's the same as A, H, T. Is that correct? What about this way? ASH or AHT is equal to AVT. Is that correct? Yes, right. In that case, we can think like this way. Let's move this part to this part. In that case, in a short way, with our brain, shortly, we can just make the triangle like this way. In that case, 8 multiplied by 16 divided by 2. Then this part area is, we can get it really easily, 64. And then we can just think about part 2, area AST. H. So 4, 8. In that case, again, 4 multiplied by 4 divided by 2. 16. In that case, 16 plus 64 equals 80. So I want to talk about the way of getting area, because even if we get the same result, if we get the answer quickly, faster, it could save our time. So it's really important, guys. So guys, today's topic was similar to the previous class. However, it could be really beneficial because we could think about the more complicated area of triangle. Previously, we just learned about the formulation of triangle and how we can get it. But this time, it was a good chance to think about how we can move the same area of the triangle to the different part. That way, we can attach this part to another part to make the simple triangle so that we can get the area of the triangle faster, and then it could reduce our time. So it was a good chance to practice. So next time, if we have a chance, we will talk about the area of the circle, like a parallelogram or like a rhombus. You know what I mean? So we will talk about it if we have a chance later. And then it could be really interesting because inside of within, rhombus and triangle, they can have a rectangle and then also triangles. Does it make sense? So it's going to be really easy and beneficial time for us. And please click the subscription and like button because it's going to be really kind of beneficial for me to have my own intrinsic motivation when I make the future videos. So please do that, and then if the content was beneficial for you, and should you have any further questions, guys, please let me know anytime. Then I'm gonna kindly reply the message. Thank you very much, guys, and please review by yourself one more time. It's gonna be helpful. See you later, guys.